Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Jordan, and I'm back with another drawing video. In this video, I'm colouring in the line work for my Pokemon drawing, which I've previously done. You can check out the line work video for that if you want to see that first. See how I did all of that. And yeah, now we're going to colour it. This was an interesting one. I used my Prismacolor pencils a lot more than I normally do for this piece, so it's got more of a textured look. Unfortunately, it didn't really show up the best on camera. It was really kind of hard to capture the colours properly and the texture. It just looks a little bit off in the video. So there's my little disclaimer / excuse why it might look a little bit weird. It looks better in person, okay? Trust me. That's what everyone says, don't they? I think that's just what it's like for us artists. Our work looks better in person, and then when you upload it on YouTube or Instagram or something, it generally doesn't look as good, unless you've got some crazy editing skills and using all these filters and then you're making your artworks look better, but generally they look worse. So you just have to trust me. My drawings look amazing in person. Then I upload them and they don't look as good. Yeah, we'll just go with that excuse. I actually had someone message me on Instagram asking about like what filters I use to make it look like a digital image. And I don't actually use filters for my drawings when I upload them on Instagram. No filter. I do adjust the brightness and the contrast a little bit just to make it look more how it looks in real life, because often you take a photo and it's a bit dark. The whites are just a bit grey. A big tip is to get the best lighting you can. I wait for natural lighting, have the sunlight coming in, take a photo, and then adjust the brightness on Instagram itself. That way it's going to look more true to how it actually looks in person. It takes a lot of practice getting it right, because when I used to upload photos, I put some stupid filters on and I thought it looked good at the time, but it actually just looks bad. You can tell when it's like overly saturated or you've got some weird kind of effects going on. Generally, that just doesn't look as good in my opinion. Try and have good lighting. That is going to make all the difference. If you've got shadows and stuff going on, it's really unappealing and it just looks really unprofessional. Even though I know it's Instagram, why is it professional? It's not really, but you just want to have good quality photos. People look at it and they're like, yeah, that looks good. Not, I can't see what's happening because there's a shadow blocking the whole thing. Try not to do that. I know you've got to work with what you've got. Sometimes you don't really have access to good lighting, but you can get lamps or something if you don't have good natural lighting. It's just something you have to kind of figure out and work with what you've got. Sometimes it's tough here in the winter because it'll be raining for like a week and I can't get any good photos, so then I make sure to wait and then take good photos when I can. Having a better camera helps as well. I just use my phone. The cameras on that are pretty good. So that's basically what I told them. Just that I didn't use a filter, tried to take photos with good lighting, and then edit the brightness and contrast a little bit. And they didn't respond, so I don't know if they didn't believe me, or if they're just rude. It's whatever. I take the time to answer a question and get no response. It's all cool. But that's enough about Instagram. If you guys have got any questions or topics you'd like me to cover, whether that be about how to start an Instagram channel or just advice with maybe a YouTube channel, I don't really know. Maybe just leave me a comment, ask me there, because I'm happy to talk about these kind of topics in videos while I do a speed paint. It gives it something a bit more interesting to talk about. I prefer talking about that stuff than how to draw videos and that kind of thing. They've already been done heaps. I prefer giving my general opinions about things and just giving some advice if I can. I've been doing this stuff for quite a while now and I've made lots of mistakes which I've tried to learn from, so I feel like I can give at least a little bit of information which might be helpful to some of you guys who are just trying to start out. I also get a bunch of new artists asking, where do I start? Basically, they just want to get into drawing. They haven't done anything before and they're kind of lost. So I don't know if I can make a video kind of explaining a good way to start. I don't really think there is a good way to start, otherwise I probably would have made that video. I just kind of tell people to draw. It's something that takes time and you pick it up as you go. There's no perfect way to start doing certain techniques. It's kind of just, you figure it out as you go along. You'll make lots of mistakes and you'll learn from that, and your skills will just improve as you practice. It sounds so cliche and I always feel really lame when I give people the same advice, but that's kind of just how it is. I'm sorry, I don't have some secret techniques I can just tell you guys about and you can just click your fingers and suddenly you're amazing. You're not drawing stick figures anymore and crying yourself to sleep wondering why you can't be better like that other person on Instagram. Well, that got dark really quickly. Let's talk about Pokemon, guys. I'm actually a really big fan of Pokemon. I said that before. I've been playing Pokemon games since the Game Boy Color. I played so much Pokemon. Pokemon Ruby, I think I spent probably 400 hours. Pretty close to that. Maybe more, I don't even know. It's probably not worth boasting about that anyway. Playing obscene amounts of video games isn't really a life skill many people appreciate. That's weird, isn't it? You'd think you'd just be able to walk up to someone and say, I've got a level 100 Charizard, and they'd be really impressed. They're just not. I don't know why. Maybe I'm hanging around the wrong people. And apparently, it's not even appropriate to write on your resume that you can beat the Elite Four with just one Pokemon. I mean, come on. My Swampert could beat the shit out of all of their Pokemon just by itself. How is that not impressive? Anyway, I don't really play video games that much anymore, because I try and be a little bit more constructive with my time, although I am looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Moon. I definitely will be playing that, and probably spending way too much time on that, so don't expect many videos when that comes out. I will be making videos, I'll just be struggling. My life is so hard. Please feel sorry for me. Like and subscribe if you feel sorry for me. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll get over it. I've been playing Pokemon Go and I do still enjoy it. I know a lot of people have kind of dropped off from when it first came out. That was pretty obviously going to happen. It was so massive when it first came out. Obviously, it was going to be a bit of a bandwagon thing. Some people just want to play it because they hear all this news about it. And then that's going to die down and more of the hardcore Pokemon fans will just be playing it. There's still lots of people playing it though, so I do think it's going pretty well. And I think it's improved a lot. It copped a lot of flack, and kind of rightfully so for when it first came out. There was lots of issues, there was no communication with how they were going to fix it, but I do think they're kind of going in the right direction and it is improving. The game's definitely not for everyone. I can understand why a lot of people would find it boring. It kind of lacks a lot of the depth normal Pokemon games have, but I still think it does a lot of things right. It can be a really fun distraction, and I think it has heaps of potential, so just because of that, my inner Pokemon nerd wants it to succeed, and hopefully moving forward they keep improving it, and I think it could be a really cool game. If you're a fan of Pokemon Go, I definitely recommend you check out a YouTube channel called Trainer Tips. They make the best Pokemon Go videos, really informative, no clickbait, which just gets so frustrating when it comes to the Pokemon Go community on YouTube. The amount of clickbait is just ridiculous. It's kind of a joke that it's gone this far, but that's just how it is on YouTube, I guess, so what can you do? But that's this drawing pretty much done. I'm just finishing it all up. I've got some cool videos coming, some new creepypasta stuff is in the works, so hopefully you guys will look forward to that. If you want to keep up to date with my artwork, follow me on Instagram. Lots of stuff is on there, some cool photos, definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much for all the support, it's been awesome. The channel hit 30,000 subscribers recently, low-key celebration for 30k. I've never really done subscriber special videos, I feel like I should. Maybe I will for 50k. Maybe I'll do something, I'll do a giveaway or something. I don't know, I'll think about it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And like always, I will catch you guys next week in next week's drawing video. But anyway, we are up to the blood. So all I use two colors pretty much. Light mahogany, which is E07, I'm pretty sure, and then a cherry white marker, which is R000. And that's all I use. It's really, really simple.